Which is better, Kyiv or Lviv? Well, to start with, I would say that I live in Kyiv because Kyiv has superior opportunities for me and just for in life, like more business opportunities, more contacts and stuff like that. Um, but as a city, I much prefer Lviv. I mean, Lviv is like just so beautiful and just it has a very central downtown for leisure activities and it's very quaint and feels like a small town, even though it's a fairly good sized city. And also the thing I love about that center, and it's the same with Krakow, Poland, is that everyone in the town, not just tourists, goes to the center to have fun and to have dinner and stuff like that. And that environment where everyone goes to the same place to do something is like really nice. Like I really like a town where like everyone goes to the same place. One of the problems with Kyiv is that there's actually more cool places in Kyiv overall than Lviv probably. But the thing is that they're spread out all over the city. Whereas like in Lviv, all the cool things are in that old town district. And also the architecture of Lviv is more beautiful because Kyiv got mostly destroyed in World War II. So its architecture is very like early to mid 20th century Soviet, and like big apartment blocks and stuff. Lviv has some of that stuff too, but it's way different. Lviv feels, they call it Ukraine's European city, and it definitely feels like that. It has that classical turn of the century architecture, kind of almost like Victorian architecture that we have in California or the West Coast. So I definitely love Lviv, but I'm here in Kyiv because I have friends here and also because there's more opportunities here. But I would definitely recommend Kyiv as like a starting place for anyone traveling to Ukraine for any reason. I mean, I don't know, if you were going to volunteer with an NGO or come here for journalism or business or something, or maybe in a couple years you come as a tourist or something, I don't know. I would definitely recommend starting in Lviv. It's a good place to kind of get your feet wet, and it's really close to the Polish border. But there's also another town that I haven't been to yet, but I've been told is really cool, which is Uzhhorod, which is in the borders Slovakia. And I've heard that that's also a very cool town and beautiful area in the Carpathian Mountains with forest and stuff. So that's also a cool maybe starting place. Those would be my two picks to start to come here from. You could come from Slovakia and go to Uzhhorod, or you could come from Krakow or Warsaw and go to Lviv. Actually, they just started a couple new train routes I saw in the news from Lviv to Warsaw, so that'll be interesting. That's a 9-hour train, whereas the one to Kyiv is like a 16-hour train. Yeah. And obviously, in these days, the only way to get into Ukraine is by bus or by train. So that's a factor. But yeah, Lviv is awesome, but it has way more things to do that I would like, and like I would and I think the people are a little warmer there, and also because it's a university town, like more people speak English, so that's a benefit too if you're a foreigner. But Kyiv has just this special energy to me, so like I don't know. But also Kyiv can be a little bit like a big city where like people can feel a little impersonal here, and it can feel kind of like a little cold here. But I still like being here. But overall, I think that Lviv is the better city. I'm here because I like being here and because it's better for me to be here. But yeah, so that's my take on that.